international trade and e-commerce, or MyTech, has been able to conduct and implement programs to promote and nurture e-commerce activities in the state. Apart from that, MyTech has also sought opportunities for our local companies to develop their potentials, to explore the international market and to do their business online, which is now growing worldwide at breakneck speed. MyTech has and will continuously work closely with both government and private sectors on programs and activities concerning international trade and e-commerce. The aims are to strengthen e-commerce involvement among the communities while actively participating in regional and international business promotions, marketing and business matching to establish global networking. Other than that, we'll be able to gather pertinent information which is useful in formulating our own international trade and e-commerce strategies, policies, plans, and guidelines. Dato' Speaker, progress on e-commerce in implementing its roles and functions. MyTech has conducted many workshops, courses, seminars in many parts of Sarawak. Among the target groups are university students and graduates who are encouraged to be on board the digital technology and economy bandwagon, such as online business. These may provide good opportunities for them to stay relevant in the changing workforce market. With that scenario, we hope the large segment of our society, including the rural communities, can enjoy the benefits of doing business online, which is becoming more common, handy, and in various platforms. Mr. Speaker, for the past half year of 2018, more than 4,600 participants throughout Sarawak have benefited from 46 programs which the Ministry has jointly organized with various agencies. The Ministry, along with its counterpart, has been actively performing their roles in creating awareness as well as conducting the e-commerce communities across the state. Until now, the Ministry has conducted 8 programs benefiting more than 1,200 participants, focusing on educating existing entrepreneurs and startup enterprises to onboard on e-commerce instead of traditional ways of doing business. The programs conducted are 1. Online Marketing Workshop, 7 series. Startup Quest, 1 series. Startup Borneo, 1 series. App Challenge, 5 series. Kenyalang E-Sport Tournament, Training and Trade, 4 series. E-Usahawan Sarawak, 5 series. Introduction to Digital Business Model and the trainers onboarding the Sarawak Product Portal. The online marketing workshop has enabled the participants to assimilate the actual gist of how to get started in e-commerce. It is a hands-on workshop whereby the entrepreneurs are being assisted personally to acquire skills regarding e-commerce elements such as copywriting, social media apps, search engine organization, shipping and delivery, as well as Google placement. We have conducted these 2 days workshop in various places in the state: Lawas, Limbang, Miri, Pinduru, Sibu, Moka, and Syrian, benefiting a total of 350 participants and entrepreneurs. Backed by popular demand, the Ministry will conduct more similar workshops in other parts of the state at the later part of the year. In order to monitor and keep track of their progress, the Ministry will organize follow-up programs and courses for the participants. Madam Speaker, the Startup program is to nurture business ideas among creative individuals and potential entrepreneurs. The Ministry is determined to assist the growing number of startups in the state, especially those who are involved in entrepreneurship, to be groomed and well established. Recently, the Ministry has worked with Selangor Information Technology and E-Commerce Council, CITAC, and Borneo Startup to kickstart and polish the participants' skill on idea validation and pitching. The 3 days program received an encouraging response from the public and positive remarks from the 36 selected participants. 6 creative ideas have been selected for further polishing and improvement. In April 2018, the Ministry conducted the first Samarahan Apps Challenge in collaboration with Unimas. The objective are to unleash the talents of secondary school students and educate them on coding and digital solutions on their daily errands, including e-commerce related activities. The program is targeting 60 students, in which 30 have been selected from 5 selected schools in Samarahan Division, namely SMK Sungai Tapang, SMK Moraduan, SMK Kota Samarahan, SMK Wira Penrisen, and SMK Sadong Ili. The Ministry is also collaborating with Koperasi Biliar Innovative Sarawak, COBIS, a private youth entity, in organizing the Kenyalang e-sport tournament training and trade program. The 8 months series program is targeting 1,550 participants, which so far has attracted 60 teams comprising 360 participants. The program is aimed to promote interest in online trading and experience smart digital technology through e-sports. Recently, MyTech had also organized an awareness seminar in Miri on introduction of digital business model. There are 65 participants who benefited from the seminar, and in each group are mostly entrepreneurs interested in expanding their conventional business to digital businesses. The seminar has created a good opportunity for the participants to continue deepen their understanding on how digital revolution is changing trade and e-commerce at all levels. An overwhelming response received in the first seminar, which was held in Miri, has motivated and prompted my ministry to organize similar seminars throughout the state. Mr. Speaker, in the previous June sitting, the ministry has proposed a collaboration with Malaysia Communication and Multimedia Commission, MCMC, on forming rural e-commerce centers by utilizing their existing Pusat Internet. I would like to report that for a start, 150 managers and assistant managers from 124 Pusat Internet have been trained on e-commerce elements and platforms. The idea of having them trained is for them to educate the surrounding dwellers on e-commerce knowledge and awareness in order to close the gap between the urban and rural communities. This is also to help them to get on board on the existing e-commerce platforms such as Sarawak Product Portal, Lazada, and others. Another online business program initiated by MIDEC, MDEC is Usahawan. The ministry together with MDEC has organized the program to focus on narrowing the gap in digital knowledge and skill for youths, micro entrepreneurs, and the general public. As of June 2018, 250 participants have benefited from the program, which provided a hands-on approach to online business knowledge and business development through digital platform. We expect to triple the number of participants by the end of this year. Apart from the ministry, other agencies are also conducting e-commerce programs for the benefit of local entrepreneurs and general public. Among the agencies are Tegas has conducted 4 programs benefiting 1,190 participants. SSM has carried out online networking entrepreneurs program, SSM1, and attended by 531 participants. Maraha has held 5 programs related to e-commerce among the SMEs. The program benefited 350 SMEs in Kuching, Muka, Sri Aman, Syrian, and Kapik. D. MAGIC, MAGIC, Malaysia Global Innovation and Creative Center has conducted 6 programs benefiting 259 participants. Pharma has implemented quite a number of Agro Bazaar online courses. The last one was attended by 61 participants. To date, there are 203 entrepreneurs from Sarawak registered on Agro Bazaar online portal. F. Fan College has organized 7 series of digital marketing training involving 193 participants. G. SME Corporation has run 3 programs attended by 125 participants. Kuching Community College has carried out 3 series of e-Riziki and 1 Usahawan Desa program involving 80 participants. I. SEDC Sarawak has implemented 2 programs benefiting 42 participants. Pusat Internet Lundu has carried out e-Riziki programs for 35 participants. Unimas has organized Cilik IT Penuh Kocek program benefiting 26 participants. And Telecom Malaysia has held 1 program, My Shop 9, benefiting 15 participants. Judging from the number of agencies and the number of programs related to e-commerce organized, I believe more and more people will have the opportunity to learn the subject of e-commerce sooner or later. It is up to the individuals themselves whether to take up the opportunity and join the bandwagon or to be left in their comfort zone. The Speaker, progress on in Sarawak trade trade performance. According to the World Trade Organization, WTO, the global trade growth in 2017 was strongest since 2011. In 2017, developed economies' exports and imports grew 3.5% and 3.1% respectively, while developing countries have recorded export growth of 7.5% and import growth of 7.2%. This strong performance was largely driven by cyclical factors, mainly real GDP and income and consumption, in which the world real GDP growth has picked up to 3.3% from 2.3% in 2016. The WTO anticipated the merchandise trade volume growth of 4.4% in 2018 as measured by the average of export-import, roughly matching the 4.7% increase recorded in 2017. Our Malaysian trade performance. Malaysia trade performance is expected to continue to improve in 2018 despite the uncertainty in the global market. For the first 5 months of 2018, trade amounted to 753.46 billion ringgit, risen by 4.2% compared to the same period of 2017. Malaysia total export as of May 2018 increased by 6.9% to 403.99 billion ringgit. The expansion was supported mainly by higher export to Hong Kong, ASEAN, China, the European Union, EU, Taiwan, Bangladesh, and Republic of Korea, while Malaysia import was expanded by 9.1% year-on-year to 71.17 billion ringgit. This development has contributed to Malaysia's trade surplus of RM 13.07 billion, which marked the 246th consecutive months of trade surplus since November 1997. In line with the national performance, Sarawak trade had registered a positive growth in the first 5 months in 2018. The total trade was valued at 56.5 billion ringgit, an increase of 2.9% as compared to the same period in 2017. Growth in trade was recorded by our trading partners such as Indonesia, increased by 17.9%, Taiwan increased by 37.2%, and Thailand increased by 35.2%. Madam Speaker, yet Peninsular Malaysia, Japan, the People's Republic of China, Republic of Korea, and Taiwan remain as Sarawak top 5 trading partners, which has contributed 68.7% of our total trade in Sarawak. The contribution of percentage shares by each trading partner is as follows: Peninsular Malaysia 25.5%, Japan 21.4%, the People's Republic of China 10.5%, the Republic of Korea 6.4%, and Taiwan 5%. Sarawak total export from January to May 2018 was 39.4 billion. The major products exported by Sarawak remain as follows: liquefied natural gas, $16 billion ringgit. This is about 14.6% of the total export. Crude petroleum, 4.6 billion ringgit, 11.8% of the total exports. Palm oil, 3.7 billion ringgit, 9.4% of the total exports. Aluminium, 2.6 billion, 6.6% of the total export. Petroleum, condensate and others, 2.6 million, 6.5% of the total export. Timber and timber-related products, 2.2 billion ringgit, 5.5% of the total exports. Other than traditional major products, the export of ferroalloys as a considerably new product has shown stellar performance, contributing 5% of the local export value. The export of ferroalloys grew more than double from 975.2 million ringgit in 2017 to 2.0 billion ringgit in 2018. The main destinations for our state ferroalloys are Japan, EU, and the Republic of Korea. During the first 5 months of 2018, the value of import has amounted to 17.1 billion. The top 5 import products are machinery and transport equipment that contributed the most with 5.3 billion or 30% of the total import. Chemicals, 2.6 billion ringgit or 15.3% of the total import. Manufactured goods, 2.5 billion ringgit or 14.4% of the total import. Food, 2.6 billion ringgit or 11.5% of the total import. Mineral fuels, lubricants, etc., 1.6 billion ringgit or 9.5% of the total import. Sarawak has also recorded an increase in trading values with ASEAN countries. As of May 2018, the trade volume has breached 6.1 billion mark, stretched by 38.3% compared to 4.4 billion for the same period of last year. The trade values are as follows: Thailand, 1.8 billion ringgit, Indonesia, 1.3 billion ringgit, Singapore, 1.3 billion ringgit, Vietnam, 0.9 billion ringgit, the Philippines, 0.5 billion ringgit, Brunei, 0.2 billion ringgit, Cambodia, 9.6 million, Myanmar, 3.5 million, and Laos Democratic Republic, 235.1. This is 235.1 thousand. In the pursuit of Sarawak becoming the preferred trading partner, our ministry is continuously undertaking initiatives to promote and improve the relationship with our present trading partners. At the same time, we are searching for new potential markets in order to increase the trade volume and register business growth. Apart from that, we are also looking into potential agua-based products which can be exported. As such, we would like to call upon our enterprises to take bold steps in producing such products, either by expanding their business or through joint ventures with well-established foreign companies. The Speaker, Trade Promotion Program. One of the Ministry's approaches in promoting local businesses towards enhancing the state trading volume is by actively participating in various major trade fairs and expositions organized nationally and internationally. Among the objectives of participating in such event are: 1. To showcase and demonstrate Sarawak products that have the potential to penetrate the global market. 2. To establish networking between government to government, G2G, and between business to business, B2B. 3. To explore and learn about new market segments and related technologies to enhance the production of products. And 4. To provide opportunities to our entrepreneurs to experience international environment and exchange information with international business community. As of June 2018, the Ministry has participated in 4 trade fairs in Kuala Lumpur, namely 1. Export Furniture Expo, 2. Malaysia International Halal Showcase, 3. Malaysia Online Business Expo, 4. Malaysia International Food and Beverage Trade Fair. These events have benefited 18 local entrepreneurs from various sectors. Another 4 local entrepreneurs will exhibit their products under the Malaysian Pavilion in the coming Bing Yaga IMT GT Trade Expo Conference and Business Matching 2018 to be held in Hanyang, Thailand from 19th till 22nd July 2018. The Ministry will consistently enlist some local SMEs and entrepreneurs to participate in both domestic and international trade fairs. In the meantime, the Ministry has also participated in 2 trade fairs under the invitation of the Provincial Government of China, namely the 12th China Hainan International Investment and Trade Fair is the 16th to 19 April 2018, and 2. The 25th China Kunming Import and Export Fair, 13 to 15 June 2018. Both trade fairs have been a good exposure and experience for MyTech on ways and approaches of reaching our international market and networking with global players. On the other hand, MyTech has organized 28 trade promotion programs, both locally and internationally, for the next 6 months. The program are international trade fairs, export acceleration missions, trade missions, international sourcing programs, and joint promotion activities, benefiting more than 1,000 Malaysian companies. Of that number, 80 are Sarawak-based companies that participated in these international events. Meanwhile, STIDC has assisted local furniture vendors and SMC to participate in 5 expositions and business matching programs in Kuala Lumpur, Brunei, Dubai, and 2 in India. Sales with 28 million was recorded, and a lot of trade inquiries were received by participants of these events. Hello Speaker, the much awaited Sarawak-China Business Forum 2018, which is scheduled to be held on 6 and 7 of August, is of the initiatives by the Ministry to promote trade between both parties. The forum is aimed to become the Sarawak-China regulatory business platform where participants can gain knowledge and get better understanding in doing trade with both entities. The program is targeted to benefit about 500 entrepreneurs from both state and country who intend to do trading. Besides the mentioned programs, the Ministry has also planned to participate in 8 other international trade missions and expositions for the remaining period of the year. Madam Speaker, besides organizing training programs, the Ministry has also provided support and assistance to SME, trade and industry associations and chambers of commerce for them to participate in various programs. The objective of the assistance is to enhance Sarawak participation in regional and global trading, as well as to increase the state trade volume. As to date, 391 entrepreneurs have received assistance for various costs in participating in trade fairs and promoting their products. In addition, support and assistance are also provided to encourage and promote the adoption of e-commerce among Sarawakians. The assistance is open to individuals, entrepreneurs, companies, business chambers, associations to start online platform and application, fees for products to be listed on international or established online platforms, and to organize e-commerce related activities. From January to June 2018, my Ministry has provided assistance to 410 entrepreneurs and associations to organize many e-commerce programs and activities in Sarawak. Other than my Ministry, MATRAC, as was reported in this House in the last sitting, will continue with their e-trade initiatives. From January till June 2018, 4 local companies have been accepted into the program, while in the past years, there were about 30 local companies that have ventured into e-trade program. In addition, MATRAC also provides market development grants to assist local companies to participate in trade promotional programs. For the first half of the year, MATRAC has dispersed this market development grant amounting to almost 48,000 ringgit to Sarawak companies. The utilization of market development grant in Sarawak is expected to increase as the company's claims for the recent trade events participated are still in the process of reimbursement. My Ministry, together with MATRAC, is hoping for more local companies to utilize the grant in the near future. Madam Speaker, realizing the rapid development of online business and its potential, the Ministry will continue to work hard to promote and encourage the public as well as the entrepreneurs to be actively involved and to benefit from various government programs on international trade and e-commerce. A number of programs and activities will be implemented for the remaining of the year. Among the programs are 1. E-commerce awareness campaign and training for community leaders such as Kedua Masyarakat, Kedua Kaum, JKKK, and other grassroots leaders, with the aim to educate them on e-commerce and its benefits. 2. E-commerce shout-out program, which aims to promote entrepreneurship, cashless society, getting to know gist of e-commerce from the youth perspective and create more business opportunity for the public. 3. Digital free trade zone. SME onboarding program, which targets 800 local SMEs to capitalize on the convergence of exponential growth by connecting and cross-border trade. The program will be organized together with MyTech in 4 major towns in Sarawak: Kuching, Sibu, Miri, and Penggulungan. 4. Development of Sarawak International Trade and E-Commerce Data System, CTAC. The development of the data system will enable the Ministry to collect all relevant information systematically for the purpose of planning and implementation of international trade and e-commerce program in Sarawak. With the data system, the Ministry will be a preferred body on information regarding international trade and e-commerce in Sarawak. Dr. Speaker, we in the Ministry would like to see as many Sarawakians as possible be successful in business, be it locally or internationally, either through conventional or e-commerce businesses. Therefore, we'll do our very best to assist them to work towards embracing e-commerce and trading. Speaker, something on politics. In the recently concluded parliamentary election, G14, the support for Barisan Nasional apparently ebbed away, particularly among the urban voters. The forces at work, which brought about a change of mind and a big swing to the PH, Pakatan Harapan, among the voters, are not difficult to dictate. And the change of mind of the voters do pose some interesting questions. 1. Can the victory of Pakatan Harapan cause a major shift in the Sarawak political landscape, as claimed by PH? 2. Will the PH victory presage a lasting shift of party alignment of the Sarawak people, as was also claimed by PH? We know very well that PH influences, which were brought about, I would say, by the fortuitous turn of events, things like the wrongful doings of 1 or 2 persons, or the ill effect of GST, may not last and may prove to be temporary, or may be just a fleeting phase of political development. But the lessons, of course, have to be learned and must be learned, so that Gabungan Parti Sarawak, GPS, will be better prepared for the coming state election, which must be held in 2 or 3 years' time. We, particularly the UPP, would like to pledge our full support to GPS under the leadership of Yang Lama Muhammad, Dr. Patinggi Aban Haji Johari. Our party, a Sarawak-based party, is ever ready to champion Sarawak rights and Sarawak interests. We are prepared to go to all extent to support our Yanama Muhammad's effort to restore Sarawak rights and to protect Sarawak interests. The Speaker will be celebrating our 55th anniversary of independence through Malaysia. We hosted the Malaysian flag for the first time on 16 September 1963. 50 years are rather short in the life of the nation, but it is long enough to produce two generations of people who were born after 1963. There is no denying that in the last 50 years, we have come a long way towards establishing of our nationhood. It is important for us to recognize that building our nationhood is a dynamic force involving not just physical, but also administrative, political, economic, cultural, social, and psychological dimensions. In the process of bringing about a Malaysian nationhood, the most formidable and daunting task is administrative dimension, which has in recent years become a case of argument and dispute between the state and federal government. Mr. Speaker, we are of the opinion that nationhood process that took place in the years after the formation of Malaysia should be well understood and respected as it was clearly enshrined in the constitutional provisions governing the division of power and responsibilities between Sarawak and the federal government. We would like once again to reiterate our full support to our Yang Amat Berhormat Chief Minister and rally behind him in his effort to raise back Sarawak rights within Malaysia and what is due to the state, particularly in the oil and gas resources and its operations. We would like to appeal to the federal leadership to consider giving back to the state the rights which are due to our state, as promised in the election manifesto by Mr. Speaker, we agreed to form Malaysia based on an international agreement called the Malaysian Agreement 1963. The Malaysian Agreement was executed by the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and Federation of Malaya, North Borneo, Sarawak and Singapore. There were 5 parties to the agreement when it was executed in London on 9th July 1963. The agreement was registered by the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland on 21st September 1970. It is an international agreement between sovereign states which cannot be amended unless by mutual consent of all signatories. There is no amendment to this date. The signatories to the Malaysian agreement remain bound by it. Mr. Speaker, no law in Malaysia, not even the Constitution, can amend or override the Malaysian agreement. There are specific safeguards in the Malaysian agreement for the rights of Sarawak. The so-called Petroleum Development Act, PDA, is only a Malaysian statute and it cannot alter the rights enshrined in the Malaysian agreement. The PDA was passed without the consent of the people of Sarawak. Petronas filed a suit against the state of Sarawak to seek to enforce its purported rights under the PDA. Did Petronas do this with the tacit consent of the Prime Minister? If it did, then it is clearly contrary to Pakatan Harapan Manifesto, which promises to restore Sarawak rights under the Malaysia Agreement. On the other hand, if Petronas is on a frolic of its own in filing the suit without the knowledge or approval of the Prime Minister, then it is incumbent on the Pakatan Harapan federal government to put a stop to any further steps that may be taken by Petronas after its initial suit was dismissed by the federal court on jurisdictional point. We call on the Prime Minister to abide by and fulfill the Pakatan Harapan Manifesto to uphold and restore the rights of the parties to the Malaysian Agreement 1963. The restoration of such rights is clearly inconsistent with the Petronas suit, which is premised solely on PDA. The Malaysian Agreement supersedes the PDA and the Constitution. Without Malaysian Agreement, there would be no Malaysia and therefore no Constitution and no PDA. Asking the court to interpret the PDA without first recognizing the supremacy of the Malaysian Agreement is like looking at a leaf on a tree without recognizing that without the root there would be no tree and no leaf. The leaf, like the PDA, is insignificant. The root gives life to the tree, just like Malaysia Agreement gives life to Malaysia. Without the Malaysian Agreement in the first place, there is no federation of Malaysia. It is as simple as that. Madam Speaker, those who do not recognize the supremacy of the Malaysian Agreement is in fact calling into question the very formation of Malaysia in the first place. Sarawak is entitled to all its rights under the Malaysian Agreement. In this regard, Madam Speaker, we are the master of our own resources. We would therefore like to appeal to the federal leadership to consider favorably giving back to the state the rights which are due to the state. On the other hand, Madam Speaker, I'm sure both state leadership and that of the federal would not want to adopt steadfastly the attitude of winners take all and losers lose all. To resolve our dispute in all matters, all that is necessary is a little give and take, a little concern for each other's feeling, sincerity, care, and conviction in our minds and hearts that we truly want and value unity and cooperation and share the spirits of oneness and togetherness for the good of our state and our nation. Madam Speaker, G14 usher in a new administration under the leadership of Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. With decisiveness of action and admirable courage, it has shown its determination to wipe out corruption and inefficiency and put in place all measures of strong and good governance. It is our hope that with equal zeal and determination, can be shown to remove whatever forces of division and disunity which exist among us. Madam Speaker, we recall that some 50 years ago, our Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir very ably articulated the Malay dilemma, and some of his efforts later led to the formulation of the new economic policy, providing solution to the Malay problem, a formula which was generally accepted by all communities. Today, some 50 years later, I must say that we Malaysians of all races are in the process of identifying each our own dilemma, looking for a formula to a solution of the problems facing each of our community. There is no panacea, no easy solution, I know. And therefore, we would like to look up to our Yang Amat Berhormat, the Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir, for his leadership, which has, in a short span of 2 or 3 months, demonstrated a zealous determination and an iron will to establish a hallmark of a clean and efficient government. Having gone through 50 years of ups and downs of his political life, he now will be in the best position to articulate a fresh Malaysian dilemma and find solution to that dilemma. I'm confident that our leadership, our state leadership, under Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Abang Haji Johari, is willing to cooperate and work with PH government to bring about the general well-being of all communities in Malaysia and Sarawak in particular. Madam Speaker, since we are still in Raya and Kawai mood, I would like to wish Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri and Selamat Kawai to every member of this August House